we are given fx is equal to ln 1 plus sine 3x. So the first thing that we are going to do is to find f prime x. So finding f prime x, differentiating this with respect to x, it is going to be 1 over 1 plus sine 3x. And we will do a chain rule. So differentiating sine 3x, that gives me a 3 cosine 3x. So f prime x is going to be 3 cosine 3x divided by 1 plus sine 3x. And then let's try to find f prime prime x by differentiating this one more time. So quotient rule, 1 plus sine 3x, this is the denominator, multiply by the differentiation of the numerator, that will be 3 times 3, it is going to be 9, and then cosine is going to give us a negative sign, so minus 9 sine of 3x, and minus away 3 cosine 3x, then the differentiation of the denominator gives us a 3 cosine 3x, and this is going to be divided by the denominator square, so 1 plus sine 3x square. Let's do a quick simplification to the numerator. So this times this gives us a minus 9 sine 3x. This and this is minus 9 sine square 3x. This minus 9 cosine square 3x. And this is going to be divided by 1 plus sine 3x square. This, we can actually do a quick simplification to this also. If I were to simplify this, we will have a minus 9 sine 3x, and if I were to factorize out minus 9, this is actually sine square plus cosine square, which is going to be equal to 1. So I have this divided by 1 plus sine of 3x. So this, and we have a minus 9, which is from here, and minus 9 sine 3x. And this is going to be divided by this 1 plus sine 3x square. We should and we can simplify this further, because according to what the question says, it is supposed to be a constant divided by 1 plus sine 3x. And to get that constant in the numerator, let's factorize out minus 9, which will leave us with a 1 plus sine 3x. And this is the same expression as what we have in the denominator, 1 plus sine 3x, except the denominator is 1 plus sine 3x square, but we can cancel this. That leaves us with a constant minus 9 in the numerator, divided by the denominator is 1 plus sine 3x. It is in exactly the same form as what the question wants. The question says that this is k, which means that in this case here, k is going to be equal to minus 9. And we are now supposed to find the first 3 non-zero terms of the Maclaurin's series, which means that although we have 3 expressions here that are going to contribute to the coefficients of our Maclaurin's series, they may not necessarily be non-zero. So let's try to find out. Let's try first to find out what is f0. So letting x be equal to 0, we have a ln of 1 plus sine 0, which is 0. So this is going to be ln 1, and sadly it is a 0 term. Let's go for the next expression, which is fx, letting x be equal to 0. This gives us a 3 times cosine 0. Cosine 0 is 1. So this divided by 1 plus sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. So this is good. This is 3, which means that this is going to contribute to us our first non-zero expression of the Maclaurin's series. F prime prime 0. Let's see what it is going to give us. So it will be minus 9 divided by 1 plus sine 0. So this is minus 9. So we know that these two are going to give us our first 2 non-zero terms of the Maclaurin series. So to get the third non-zero term, we have no choice but to go for a f prime 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 x. We're going to differentiate it 3 times. So I'm going to be differentiating this again to get f prime 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 x. Let me re-express this into minus 9, then 1 plus sine of 3x to the power of minus 1. I guess this is an easier form to differentiate. So differentiating this, we will have a minus 9, then minus 1 plus sine 3x to the power of minus 2. Multiply by differentiating sine 3x, that gives us a 3 cosine 3x. So f prime 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 x will be 9 times 3, 27 cosine 3x divided by, this is 1 plus sine 3x squared. Let's see whether this is going to contribute for us the third non-zero term. So letting x be equal to 0, we have a 27 cosine 0 is 1 divided by 1 plus 0 squared. So this is going to give us our third non-zero term, 27. So now we can express fx into the first three non-zero term. The very first term happened to be 0. The second term is going to be f0. So f prime 0. So it is going to be x multiplied by f prime 0, which is 3. Then after that, x squared divided by 2 factorial times f prime prime 0, which is minus 9. Then x to the power of 3 divided by 3 factorial multiplied by 27. So we have our first three non-zero terms, and simplifying this is going to give me 3x, then minus 9 over 2x squared, and plus 9 over 2x to the power of 3.